I was gonna end the readings for the day. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Black Lotus. Anyway, I was gonna end the readings after 3 today, but then the song came to me. Sorry is all that you can say. Words, years go by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, but you could say, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words at the right time, you'd be mine. And then I also thought about Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He lived by the bar, that's the way it is. They say his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mother went off and left him. She wanted more than life than he could give. I said somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. We gotta make a decision. Leave here now, live and die this way. Anyway, the Fast Car was one of the first songs that I learned. Like one of the first complete songs that I tried to study on the acoustic guitar when I was learning how to play the guitar. I love Tracy Chapman's music so much, and I want to say that she's a Capricorn. So is this a reading for Cap? I don't know. This is like, is this like a love story but tied into a struggle story? It's hard to love when you're struggling financially, right? It's hard to love when you have so many responsibilities and so many wands that you're trying to carry, and sometimes it feels like you're carrying that shit by yourself. How am I supposed to be in love with anyone or love someone efficiently when you're trying to carry a village on your back? How's that going to work out for you? How do you might want to let down your guard or whatever. You might want to apologize to someone, but it's like, what's the point of getting into a relationship when it's like this journey, and I've been getting this vision, right, of a young woman being sent off by her ancestors across the desert, across the Sahara Desert, in order to fill up this big bucket of water, because the village is out of water. She's thirsty herself. She has to leave her own kids behind so that she could go across town by foot without the proper resources. In order to get to a well, Section 8. Hey, we're talking about poverty here. in order to fill up a well for everybody back home, and keep in mind the journey getting to the well is one thing, and then the journey coming back from the well is another, because she has to keep in mind that this full bucket is not for herself. So she starves herself on the way to fill up the bucket of water, and then she also has to starve going back to the village in order for everybody else to drink. And all she has is her willpower and her ancestors, right? Cinderella. More like poverty, but at least it's like rags to riches, unfaithful. We'll see how this goes. I was already getting like poverty vibes from the fast car, like, you want to make a plan to get out of here? So many people, but people need you to stay because they're like destitute themselves. And it's like, who do the ancestors send off amongst the people? The one they know has the most willpower to do the job. The one who has probably already endured all the suffering. The one who has endured an amount of suffering that the other people of the village hasn't already endured. It's like, okay, if you've been board washed, if you're like a Navy SEAL, or like, you know, like, or you like someone who is like in the cartel or some craziness like that, because that's like, I equivalent like those mercenaries and like the cartel, because that's who the mercenaries usually have to take out, the cartel. So their level of strength has to match. Your level of strength has to match or outweigh the opponent's. And oftentimes you have to prepare for you have to go through what your opponent has been through in order to defeat them. So you don't send someone who is weak and unexperienced on that journey, because the point is for success and victory for the village. So you have to send the one that's already been board washed, and you know, a couple of your fingers have been chopped off by rebels of the village, or you've already been raped, you know what I mean, or one of your children were already kidnapped by child soldiers. So it's like, you've endured the most pain of us all. So now we're going to send you off on the desert journey to get the bucket of water, because we know you can starve and still make it across. Let's get into the section 8. The Hierophant card, the Judgment card, oh yeah. This is like spiritual contracts all day long. With the Hierophant and the Judgment. The Empress in the reverse. The fake fraud came out. The addictions in the reverse. Addictions and mental illness in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. The Strength, yeah. It's like the cards are basically reiterating what I'm saying. So the down, if I don't If I don't receive the download to go with the reading, then the reading will maybe clarify a download that I already had. So this Hierophant card to me is symbolizing, you see how all these people are gathering? The fuck out of here. You see how these people are gathered here, and there's a fucking well. You see how the lamb is here? And it's like the angels are bowing down to this lamb. This is the lamb that was sacrificed to take that path, that spiritual journey to get the bucket. I'm telling you. And now that the lamb has returned, it's like, we didn't think that you were actually going to come back with a bucket. Yo. This is interesting. It's like the ancestors were like, yo, we're going to send you on this mission and you don't even have nothing. It's like, do you have anything to lose? You've already lost a lot. You've already been abused. You've already been raped. You've already been scrutinized, board washed, punished several times. You've lost a child, maybe even. Like, you've been through it. And they send you to get the bucket, thinking that you're not going to come back. Like, yeah, it's an 80% chance that she's not going to come back from this journey. She's starving, literally. And then the lamb comes back with the bucket. And they're like, that's why the angels are on their knees worshiping the lamb. I never really looked at the bottom part of that Hierophant card up until I had this download about this walking across the desert, and that's judgment. This is like spiritual justice. And you see how there's this one angel? There's one angel up here who's like, all right, it's victory, everybody. And they like, it is a victory, but I'm not sure if we can back up the promises. But he's like, nah, she came back. And they like, yeah, she came back, but we don't have nothing to give her. We're just gonna be like, you brought back the bucket. So now she's like the Empress in reverse. Like, damn, ancestors. Literally, someone is mad. You see how pissed off he looks? How are the angels gonna lie to me and say there's gonna be celebration? This is my Three of Cups card. Celebration, reconciliation. But, you know, she's holding on to her strength, barely. You see how starved she is from this journey? And she got PTSD. You see how scared this lion is? Like, this lion doesn't want nobody to come close to him. He's like, who? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Do you know the journey that I just fucking came through? You know how many bullets I had to dodge? You're a stranger. Okay, I don't like strangers. You say who? Who sent you? Literally, that's what I'm getting from this lion card. This lion has PTSD. Okay? Yeah, it's a lion, but lions go through a lot of shit, right? Anyway, Four of Pentacles. But someone is like just grazing the pastures right now. After a journey like that, someone needs time to just heal. And this is usually like my addictions, like all of that devil energy meets that moon energy. It's like that 12th house, like mental and um, like mental infliction and addiction and getting caught up in, because the Pisces, like, to me, can get caught up in their illusions, and the illusion, they love elusive things like drugs and alcohol, right? But it's in the reverse, so I feel like someone is trying to heal from this journey that they had to just get through. God damn. Fuck. And it's like they're trying to send her off again? Like, fuck. Literally. Is this like Archangel Michael up there? He's the beast, but these other little... I don't know. I think they angels too, but they like, yo, dog, can we get a break? And Archangel Michael is like, nah, ain't no breaks. Six of Wands, the Chariot card. What's going on for Cinderella? A orgy? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is a battle. I'm getting spiritual warfare all day long from this reading. Wow. Nine of Wands, Temperance, Two of Swords. I feel exhausted even just doing this reading. Someone is tired as fuck. Mentally, spiritually. The number 8 could be significant. Either someone's been going through something for 8 years. This journey could have been like an 8-year journey of spiritual warfare. I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at here. But something came out victorious. It's a lot of lions. You see how like in the back of the chariot they have like a lion here. All they have is like this bow and arrow. 2 horses, and there's another lion right here. It's like, it reminds me of that, is it the Zulu War? Where like the Zulu people defeated the Dutch with just like spears, while the Dutch had like guns. That's spiritual warfare. That's what's going on right now. That's why Archangel Michael came out. It's like, on the physical realm, it just looks like one person walking across the desert to get a bucket of water. But really, in the background, all of this is going on. Let me show you. This is what's going on in the background. Shit is wild. And then we have this temperance energy. And I call it all angels. And I call it all you angels. I won't give up if you don't give up. You guys know that song? I won't give up. Who sings that? Drops of Jupiter in my head. Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the light so faded? Man, heaven is overrated. Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? Did you miss me while you're looking for yourself out there? If you know the name of the band, drop it in the comments. I forgot, honestly. That's like one of my... Train. Yeah, Train. The second song is Drops of Jupiter. The first one is I'm calling all the angels. I'm calling on you angels. I'm just calling the angels. Goddamn. Whoever was going through this spiritual journey, they had to call all. I'm talking about all the angels. Like, they couldn't even leave one out. That's why, oh my God. That's why, you see them angels down there? Oh, it's so blurry. Anyway, and it's just a little